Hiyo, everybody on stream playing Diablo. Okay, so what is the... Oh, it's Kuras. Yeah, we don't... Kuras, we're just terrorizing it.
Easy.
You know, I'm gonna get rich. Bitcoin has gone up a ton. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I got a notification yesterday.
Do you actually have Bitcoin? Like...
No. But I have Binance, so I got the notification.
Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I don't really have any Bitcoin either. It's just I usually meme, and I'm like, if Bitcoin like goes plus 1,000%, I can afford a pizza. Like, it's just...
I mean, I actually have, I think, like 0.000000 something.
I mean, to be fair, the one Bitcoin is like what, 70k or something. So I mean,
yeah, it's absurd.
I'm just saying, you know, I understand that you might only have 0.0000 because
so I have it's BTC, right? Bitcoin.
Yes, it is.
I have 0.50983.
I don't know how much that is. It's like 1/5 of 1,000 or something like
no
that.
Idea.
It should say how much that is worth in dollars, though, like on your account, I think. Because the thing is, I use Bitcoin to pay for when I'm paying like Cherno, for example. He wants payment in Bitcoin.
I have 76 cents of a dollar.
How much?
76 cents.
Nice.
Nice.
I mean, you can soon retire. Tell your boss you're done. Yeah, no, it's I saw this because there was
Bitcoin...
there was like this huge announcement saying Bitcoin is going to the moon. I'm like, all right, I guess, cool. Like, I don't know why you're telling me this. Like,
not even joking, but 1 Bitcoin will solve my problems today.
I mean, if I had one whole Bitcoin, I would sell it instantly. Right now, it's at like 77k. So if I had 1 Bitcoin, I would just instantly sell it now. It's
oh
just,
yeah, 100%.
It's just like people are, oh, it's gonna go to 250 and 300k. I'm like, based on what? And then you have people drawing some fucking charts in Paint. I'm like, okay. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Like, anybody can draw shit in Paint. People are like, oh, it's a 4-year cycle, it will always do this. I was like, bro, if that was the case, don't you think like everybody would be super rich by now if it always behaved the same way every 4 years? Like, I don't know, it's just, it's so dumb to even... Now, you can say, based on past trends, okay, that it might go up, but if there was such a thing as 100% guarantee that would go up...
Yeah, but I don't think it will go up like 100%.
No, but it's just like in the beginning, people would, oh, it gained 1,200,000%. Yeah, because it was worth like 2 cents originally. Yeah, of course it's gonna gain a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder to gain percent when it's worth 100 grand. Like, now if you bought in at super low, and I mean, good for you, right? But it's just, I sat for 5 minutes and looking at the Bitcoin thing, just you know, to see what's happening, right? In 5 minutes, it shifted down to 75k and then back up to 77k. Like, it's so volatile, it's insane. You can see in real time people trying to time the market and selling and stuff, and then they miss it by a second, and then they just lost a fuck ton of money. I mean, look, if people want to do that, okay, I guess. Considering how I barely have money to pay my rent, it's not like I'm sitting here investing in Bitcoin, you know? That's not really the case, right? If I had money, I wouldn't be invested in Bitcoin, I'll say that. 20 years ago, okay, or 15 years ago, absolutely, right? Now?
Yeah, but you will be rich.
Yeah, but like I said, look, I've discussed it with many friends before. Bitcoin, the fact that it went that it did was such a surprise to everyone, because most cryptos, they kind of just flatline and turn into dust. Like, they don't... they just disappear, right?
Yeah, it was like the dog coin from Elon Musk, remember?
Yeah. Like it's just nobody could foresee this, and anybody who says that they, some people got really lucky, and then some people got really unlucky. The guy with the pizzas who traded 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas.
Oh yeah.
I mean, at the time, they were worth like 2 cents each or something. So at the time, the trade technically made perfect sense because value-wise, it wasn't that bad, and he thought he made a great deal, which at the time he did. Like technically, he didn't do anything wrong. Like it's just the odds that this.
Was just lucky.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let's say that he was lucky.
Well, I mean, he was unlucky, but the point is, anybody who...
No, what I mean is the guy that got the Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I mean, they could have might as well turned into 0. Like that's the thing. It was like a 99% chance that they weren't gonna go anywhere, basically. At best, they would stay where they were. The fact that they did what they did now, there's no way. Like it is just...
Nina, I don't know if it's relevant or important, but just think, if you remove the Abysmal Kraken card, you don't lose the Crow.
Well, I mean, you have nothing to use it
But
with.
it does. Yeah, exactly. So it's not relevant.
I mean, it should be removed because it might cause some server problems if you have the Falcon, but you don't have the skill that's required for it. So I will fix that card, I guess.
Well, actually, I don't think it will make a problem because you can actually get the Falcon without any skill. Actually, add it with your winning card.
I mean, okay, this is true, but all other cards kind of disable it and like have the same thing. So I feel like I probably should fix it.
But it's just a visual thing because it's not doing it. But again, I don't know if it's relevant or affect.
I mean,
if you want to fix it, it's fine. If not, I don't think it will affect that much.
I don't really care, like, personally, if it doesn't really impact gameplay except for a fun visual thing.
No, it's just there flying.
Yeah, like it doesn't really matter too much, but if it does start throwing some errors, then I will definitely fix it. It's you never know with this ancient machine from the past, it can decide on anything.
Yeah. So I'll be right back.
Sure.
Here I am.
Ah! Holy shit! You did! So why didn't you hop in before?
Don't know.
You're always welcome. I always want you to join. I mean, I was considering moving you, but I feel like that's kind of intrusive to move somebody into a streaming voice chat. Like, it feels a bit, if you know what I mean. Like, it feels a bit intrusive. So, how was your week? How are you doing?
I'm good. And you?
Yeah, no, I'm alright. Big patch with some stuff being set on fire, but otherwise, most of it is under control now. Playing some Diablo, took my meds, like my relaxing meds, so we'll see until I get loopy, I'll just stream. It usually takes me a couple of hours at least, so... But otherwise I'm pretty good. Did some madness earlier, but I kept getting distracted. I used a pair of Luckies, and I got like 32 floors out of 4 hours of Luckies. Like I just wasted them completely. Ugh. Because I kept needing to tab out and like chat or do other things or And now it's just like, oh, they're disappearing now. Oh, okay then. I got some normal cards, but no MVP cards or minis. Have you dropped anything yet?
No, normal cards just.
Oh yeah, no, normal cards I got some as well. I just meant if you got any minis or BCA or anything.
No, not for now.
It's coming, don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah, I know.
I have Infinite Town now too, so my Archmage can heal. Hell yeah!
Yeah. So right now I'm playing Witcher.
Right, yeah, you talked about that last time we spoke, right? That you were getting into it?
Yeah, just getting a hang of this diet most of the time. because I'm still weak.
Yeah, no, I didn't, like I said, I didn't get very far either. It's, I've kind of, not just begun, but I haven't gotten super far into the game either. Like, I think I did one stream of the game, and yeah, I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad. I just didn't get that far because the thing is, when I play a new game, I also don't stress to get somewhere. I kind of just take my time and vibe and just hang out. Like, I just, you know, what is this? What is this? How does this work? Like, you know, I just don't go on to Google, how do I quickest finish the game? You know, that. I get that. I also tried the card game. Gwent or Glent or
Yeah,
Yent or whatever it's called.
Yeah, Gwent is not that easy.
Yeah, no, I realized this. I kind of had no fucking idea what was going on. It's just like, okay. And then all of a sudden I had lost. I'm like, how does this even work? But yeah, overall, Witcher, I mean, it's a very popular game. And I mean, I guess these solo RPGs, I mean, it has pretty good graphics and, you know, there's some story and a lot of nudity apparently.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that much nudity yet, but based on what other people tell me, there's a ton of quotation mark porn. I don't know, if I
Not
wanted to
that
look at
much
porn, I would just
porn.
go to Google, I guess.
Not that much porn.
Playing a game like that to see tits or something seems kind of silly. Like, okay, if I wanted to see that, I just, I don't know, Google, I guess, or date somebody. I don't know. But no, do you like the game so far?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't remember. Is there a difficulty slider on?
No.
There's not. Is
Yeah,
there? It's
there is a difficulty. You could make it easier, but I just play on.
I didn't remember if there was like to make it easier or not, because some games like RPGs don't have that. It's just like, this is the game and you're just gonna have to either figure it out or not. Like, it's.
Right now I have to escort a goat.
Oh, I think I did that. I remember that. I'm pretty sure I done that. It seems vaguely familiar, unless there might be other quests like that as well. But no, it seems familiar.
Bear killed me. Shit.
I also, there was some boss that I ran into by accident that was apparently something patrolling in the water or something, and then I swam into it, and then all of a sudden I tried to fight it, and then I don't know, it was, I don't know, some stuff are super hard, right? Like, it's and then you have no idea what is what. At least back in World of Warcraft days, you kind of, okay, this has a golden dragon portrait and it says elite, okay, this is dangerous, right? Like, it wasn't just, oh, it will kill you now, bye. Whoa. This was a pretty good charm, actually. This is cool. they really should fix this mechanic. So when you're running defilers, they will circle monsters nearby that will take damage when you deal damage to other mobs that are circled. Now, this doesn't seem like a problem at first, because they split the damage over targets with the circles, right? The problem is, these defilers, they don't seem to care about walls at all, okay? So they will circle shit that is in another room that I haven't even started to fight yet, and by the time I reach them, they're on like half HP already. Because apparently they don't obey walls or something? So they just randomly circle shit that they feel is nearby, even if it isn't like in view of me. Which, that sounds busted as fuck to me, but you know. All he gave me was gold. That's literally all Duriel gave us. Absolute. That's very brilliant.
I am back.
Welcome back, young one. When Rift.
It's actually open right now.
Really? Where? Where? How I get to it?
It's on Vela right. There's an NPC called Madness guy.
Ah, it's yeah, that one. I know this Rift. I have seen this Rift before. I don't know, it wasn't that good. It never gives
That
me
was
anything.
Rift before it was popular. Hey, don't lie. You got Asian Woodland Defender. Well,
Did I,
actually,
though?
I got it.
Did I? I did get Maya in there, though. This is true. I did get Maya in there. I don't know if I've actually gotten anything else really in there. Madness is a
So
scam.
Madness. So far, I got Bitterbook. Was the first card I got there?
Man, you're so
Mega
rich
Spider.
with all of your cards.
High Wizard and High Priest.
You got High Wizard and High Priest in Madness.
Yes.
What the fuck?
High Wizard was last week, and High Priest was today.
Who needs Rifts? Just go in and do Madness.
That's why I love Madness. The best event. I mean, and it's good to have something to do.
Something to do.
Yes.
I wish I lacked things to do. I really wish I had like
you have gulag things to do. That's the
yeah, that's the thing though. That all I do is it's just gulag. All hail the gulag. G2G got to gulag.
And
This-
I wasted a bubble gum.
You wasted a bubblegum. That doesn't sound good. Why did you
Yeah.
waste it?
Because I used it, and instead of going out, I waited on Madness all the time.
Yeah, that's probably not the best idea. Not to tell you how to
Yeah.
live your life or anything, but that's how you waste a bubblegum. I'm still waiting for high runes. Need runes. ROON3Z.
Do you have anything planned for the next patch?
What do you mean planned? I'm like on Monday or what?
Monday or Thursday? I mean, do you have anything like planned? Is there anything coming? Patch?
Nothing major at the moment since I just did the. I mean, I might do the last few guns rebellion skills that didn't make it into the. I mean, they're still gonna stay the same level, but I didn't place over their modifiers or anything like that, so I might do that. But I'm not done with the crystal palace.
Works.
Yeah, alright.
B works.
I mean, that is always a possibility. Out to loot when? Stormholden? By the time I'm dead and I'm rotting in the ground, and not even then.
Oh, I hate this game.
Wait, Stormholden... Who are you in the server? I don't recognize your name. I'm not trying to be rude, I just don't recognize the name.
I killed Edgar and a greater Senate right next to it, and
Didn't
the
you
Senate
just drop an MVP card a few minutes ago?
No.
What do you mean no? Did you just get High Priest?
Yes, but not that.
Only on memes channel will make my hobby to daily ask you for at Autoloot. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, technically that's not really violating any rules. I will probably ask you to stop at some point though, because it does
I got the card that combo with the Evil Fanatic card. Let's go.
Appreciate it. Alright, I mean, technically there isn't a rule that says you're not allowed to ask for Autoloot every day. I mean, so technically it's...
But there's no rule? Let me add it on the rules.
Nah, it's just one of those things. If you bring up Autoloot and then people be like, yeah, when Autoloot? And then I have to be the bad bitch and be like, no Autoloot. Because
Autoloot is gay.
I mean, I would say being gay is better than Autoloot, honestly. Like...
Probably. I cannot confirm that, but probably.
Jokes aside, I don't care about Autoloot. Would glad to be a reason for a new rule. It's like when there's a please don't consume this on like a bottle of bleach. Somebody somewhere is the reason that this gets put on a packaging.
Oh yeah.
That's the quotation mark fun part. Because there's somebody somewhere who did this. For whatever reason.
They have to put some... How to say this in English? Let me.
Safety or preventive or.
No, it's something else.
But do you play on the server? Like, do you have a character or like characters? Or are you just in the community memeing? That's okay too. I'm just curious.
Okay, so my house needs to be fumigated because of cockroaches.
Uh-huh.
So we got the venom today, right? And it says somehow dangerous.
I mean
not dangerous.
That is dangerous.
Somehow.
But why did you get the venom? Shouldn't they bring that when they fumigate?
Yeah, but we have the machine and everything, so someone in the house will do it.
Okay.
But the venom, like the bottle, it says somehow dangerous. Not dangerous. It says somehow.
I mean, it's not wrong. If you do anything with it, it's probably dangerous. I'm not saying the translation is correct. I'm just saying technically it's not inaccurate. It might be lacking, but it's not wrong.
Moderately dangerous. Moderate.
Alright, Stone, no worries. I mean, it's a game, right? If you don't feel like playing it, you shouldn't, and I try to advocate this to people as well. Like, don't force yourself to play if you're not in the mood. The server isn't going anywhere, I promise you. It will still be there.
I took basically a week.
Oh yeah, meme channel is fantastic. Meme channel is the community. We have such a like, yeah. As a person who's a fan of basically any type of inappropriate humor in all its glory. I mean, there's even some stuff that I don't even share because there is a line and my humor is sometimes above the line and it's not okay in a server, like in a community type of thing, right? But like the line is pretty big in our community, like the memes that are shared. Yeah. I mean,
You should put a
I
rule
like
that
them.
the meme that there's no rules on the meme
I mean, technically,
except something
so here's the thing,
like really
right? So
specific.
community rules is stuff like don't be a bigot, don't be racist, blah blah blah, you know, stuff like that. But technically, posting a meme about racism isn't you being racist. Technically, like
Yeah,
it's
but
just.
if you find it funny, that's kind
But is that
kind of.
racism though? Okay, so if somebody makes a joke about black people and I think it's funny, does that make me racist towards black people?
Not necessarily, but not necessarily
I mean,
far. If that makes
does
sense.
it make me seem inappropriate or something? Yes, sure, okay, I can buy that.
Yes.
Or inconsiderate. But it's not technically racism though, is it? I mean, I feel like context matters a lot, and while I do think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can joke about just about everything, there are things that even I don't think are appropriate to joke about. Like the guy who made a guild called Epstein Island, okay? Like, that is just, there's a line, and that is above it, okay? Like, that is just not...
What
You
if
know
I
what-
make one that says Third Reich or
Yeah, like, there's definitely a line. Most people understand this line. Some people do not.
just not the without any
Saroon!
symbol.
We got a
anything,
Saroon!
Just the name.
Holy shit, guys! We have a Burroon in total. We have 2 Sirs, we can make a Burr. So now we just need a Jaroon, which is the hard part.
The Ja rule.
Jaroon, G-A-H, Ja.
The Ja rule.
Yeah, Jarul.
Like,
But yeah,
like
no, a
like
Saroon is
rapper.
like fantastic. We have 2 of them now. So we can technically make 1 Burr, but 1 Burr isn't gonna do anything for us. Because we need a Jaroon to be able to make Enigma, or we need another Burroon to be able to make Infinity. So that's basically where we're at, but it's one step closer. You know, it's definitely, it is the good. It is the good. We finally got a high rune. It's not the best high rune. It's not the most useful high rune, but it is a high rune, and we will take it, and we will be happy. That is. Unlike some people, it's the wrong rune. Fuck my life. No. I'm grapefruit for whatever I get. All right, like that's just how it is. Oh. But yeah, Storm, if you haven't played in a while, there's been quite a few things. When did you last play? Just out of curiosity. To like roughly, you don't have to give me like, you know, the exact date. Just 2 months ago, a year ago. Like, I'm just curious because of the amount of changes there's gonna have been since you last played. I sense a soul in search of answer. 2 months. Broke my fingers trying to combo. Oh dear. I assume you're exaggerating. You didn't actually break your fingers. But you kind of got worn out from comboing. Just, you know. Yes, okay. I understand. Okay. Okay, then, I mean, okay, 2 months. Then there... Okay, I guess... Then again, the big UI change was yesterday? No, the day before... No, yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I mean, that's still very new. But yeah, I will keep pushing UI element changes as soon as I have them ready now. Since the actual system is in place, so I can just start replacing elements as I want. I'll just draw them in paint, guys. Let's go. like fucking crooked lines in paint.
Oh. Ah, okay.
So what are you doing now then, Storm, outside of memeing in our community channel? You playing any other games? Or are you just chilling on the internet? Gotta get those high runes and MVP kills. I'm playing Diablo 2 to get MVP killed.
Do you remember when Doc did 487 floors on Madness?
Didn't he get like 3 MVP cards or something?
Yeah. That's the run when he got GTB,
Bosmeow.
Doppelganger, and Bosmeow.
Yeah. Working games, I'm a Warframe player. Oh! I know some people who really like Warframe. I've never played it, but I know some people who really like it. Alright, well, I'm glad to hear you're not sitting there being bored at least. That's cool. Is the game still very popular? I know it was super hyped for a while, but since I don't really play it myself, I don't keep up with its development. But is it still very popular? Because I remember like PUBG exploded in popularity, then it just kind of died out. The novelty wore off, as it were. I'm sure there's still people playing it, but like it's not as big as it was. Player count really even on Android and Switch. Oh wow, they ported it to handhelds as well. Nice. I guess that means it's rising in popularity. That's cool. I just remember when it was new, it was like super hype. That's why I'm asking if it continues to be that popular. Because usually games, you know, they're released and people are super excited, and then people play because their favorite streamer's playing or whatever, and then the novelty wears off, and then people stop playing, you know? Like, that's usually the, what's the term? The cycle of a newly released game, right? But I'm glad to hear it's doing well. Good for them. For you as well, if you like the game. It almost died on going public. Don't what boost again, probably just got very lucky. Yeah, that's sort of my point. Like, a lot of games will basically just die out, you know? You kind of, I'm not saying you need to get lucky. I mean, obviously you need to have a good product, but you kind of need influencers and streamers and stuff like that, and community leaders to pick up your game. Because a lot of people will listen to what their favorite streamer or content creator is doing. Or they won't even consider a game unless their favorite streamer is playing it, right? Like, there's so much stuff like that. That's why online influencers is such a big deal. I personally never understood the hype with, you know, people who are influencers and shit, but apparently it's a big thing. I don't know. Do you keep rejoining on purpose, or what's happening?
I'm in danger.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Discord is going crazy.
Yeah, I was just wondering what you were doing, because your Discord just kept joining and leaving, joining and leaving, joining and
Yeah,
leaving.
I have no idea. Let me refresh really quick.
Oh god, right, you're doing the whole thing on the other,
Back. Oh.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
I mean, we could hear you before as well. You just, your I'm in danger just kept popping up over and over. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what are you doing,
right.
bro? Like, are you okay?
That was not me.
You're saying there's an imposter. An imposter. Imposta. I maintain. Oh god, now I have that in my head. Thanks. Thanks, you alpha.
Wait, what?
I said now I have that in my head. I'm in danger.
Oh, I have another song in my head.
In your head, zombie or something.
No, I have the Daisy.
What? The what? I don't know what that is.
Was this one? Well, I don't know. It will
You
sound
should
on
probably
the
not play it on my stream for copyright
yeah.
reasons. But who made it and what's the song?
Sorry.
Like, just send it to me or tell me the name.
It's called. Let me double check.
That's a weird name.
It's a kid song.
A kid song. I mean,
Oh, Daisy Bell.
don't know it. If anybody's wondering why I'm running the same thing over and over again, I mean, not only is this Diablo 2, where this is how you play the game, but we're basically, so we used up all of our Worldstone shards for Act 1, and now we're using up all of our Worldstone shards for Act 2, and just doing a couple of areas for each one, and then next is going to be like Act 3, where we're going to do something like Lower Kurast, Travancore, and Mephisto on each run, like just to... I'm not gonna say just to get something out of it, but since those are like the main targets anyway. You okay?
No.
You're dying in
Right
Witcher.
now, trying to fight a werewolf. Whee!
Just remember to apply all of your oils and all of your potions.
If I
and...
would have, I have the oil, but I lack potions. Because
Also, I remember throw a coin to your Witcher song.
I lack mostly one ingredient.
I think we
whole
just got a
time.
new item on the Grail, by the way, and it's ethereal. Let me see. It is Lenimo Sash, a level 7 sash that is ethereal. Wow, this is actually extremely rare, especially with item level 96. GG, new item. Nice. Yeah, okay, so Worldstone shards were added to Diablo 2 Resurrected in Reign of the Warlock expansion, and you can use them to corrupt an entire act, and they're also used for some recipes. They look like this. There's 4 or 5 different ones. So they were added in this expansion, where they also added, what's it called? Oh, my brain, fuck me. Okay, so there's a gem tab now in the storage, and a materials tab, and a rune tab. Right? You have a much easier time to combine or to gather your stuff without it clogging up too much. You have these. Here we go. Western Worldstone Shard, Eastern, Southern, Deep, and Northern. And then there's these new for Uber Ancients. From what I understand, you take one of each of these, and then you get to fight Uber Ancients. Oh yeah, no, I've been saying this for years, and then like purists were like, "Why are you trying to make the game easier?" I'm like, making the stash less of a fucking... Oh, a new item as well, the vial husk, sweet. Making the stash have tabs doesn't make the game easier. No, but making mules is part of the game. I was like, if you think making mules is part of the gameplay difficulty, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no discussing with you. Like, you have the right to think this, but it has nothing to do with game difficulty whatsoever. I'm sorry, but I can never get behind that. Saying you should have to make mules is a fucking antiquated and bullshit statement, honestly. I'm sorry. Look, you can say you don't like the tab because you like it the way it was, but saying that it's removing game difficulty, I'm sorry, this is some Delulu shit right there, okay? Not saying you said that, but there's people who were berating me for saying we needed tabs. You don't pick up stuff that often, and it's part of the game, and I was like, it's needing to make mules to hold all of your gems and runes has nothing to do with game difficulty. Annoyance? Absolutely. Difficulty? No. The game doesn't get easier or harder whatsoever. It saves you some annoyance with making 10 million characters on your account called Runes 1, Runes 2, Runes 3, and so on. That's it. Like, literally. It's 100% does not make the game easier. But no, I used to love playing PoE 1. I haven't tried PoE 2 yet. I know I should, but I haven't. But no, it's just some purists. They're like, oh, making the game too easy with this. Like, okay. Alright, Grandpa. I mean, like I said, people have the right to say that they don't like it being there, but when people try to make the argument that it's making the game too easy, I'm sorry, this is some Delulu stuff right there. Like, and yes, if this makes me controversial, oh yeah, no, I mean, some people will literally... I mean, it's also, I had another discussion, so I don't know if you can see it, but I've modded my my offline game to have a bigger stash. Now, the thing is, I said for a long time, give us a charm inventory. Make it 40x8, which is the same size as we have now, but you can only put charms in there, and charms won't work in your normal inventory. Meaning it wouldn't grant you more power, but you would be able to actually loot items, okay? In a loot-based game. And again, the purists attacked me. Oh, that would make the game too easy and power creep. I'm like, how is it power creep if you don't gain any more power than you have now? Oh, because now then you don't have to pick between looting. Okay, but the normal gameplay loop now is keep your Herodric Cube in your inventory. Every time you find an item that you might want, you pick it up, you put it in the cube, you identify it, you think for 2 seconds, and then you throw it on the ground. That's literally the gameplay loop, and apparently this is the best gameplay loop ever designed, supposedly. Instead of you being able to loot a couple of items if you had a charm inventory. Because again, the game gets supposedly too easy if you can pick up items normally. I don't... Again, it's such delulu, I can't even... Inventory management is part of the game. Okay. But this isn't... You're not getting more space for charms. Like, you're literally just able to pick things up, because right now people are just putting them in the cube anyway. And then throwing them out if it's not... It's not like anybody's missing super valuable items because they didn't have space, so they just left that Zod rune on the floor. Like, that doesn't happen. Well, what do I know? I've only done 4 Grails now and played the game for 20 plus years, but, you know, whatever, I guess.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, obviously, you know. Yeah, no, in a loot-based game that evolves around picking up items and identifying them to see if they're worth holding, that is literally the essence of Diablo 2, okay? That is literally how the game is played. You pick up yellows, uniques, blues, whatever, faces even, And people would just use your cube. Oh, okay, so you think it's a good design that as soon as you find an item, you have to stop everything you're doing, click the item, put it in the cube, right-click the cube, identify the item, look at it and go, nope, this is garbage. Throw it out, close it, now you can continue playing. Is that good design? Like, honestly, is that... people want this? That's... And I did this in 3 Grails, okay? You know, at some point, I even dropped charms just to be able to loot more, which means I didn't even interact with the entire charm system on many of my plays, because I preferred to be able to actually loot items. Does that sound like a well-designed system to you? Like, avoiding it so you can actually loot items? I just... And then when I suggested a charm inventory... I think identification is fine in a sense, because I mean, okay, I say that, but then I made my own Oro server have everything drop identified, so I kind of but I guess it's not a big deal, but I do think it is fun because, okay, so there's pros and cons to this, right? There is this fun moment of when you find a unique ring and you identify it and you hope it's gonna be something really good, like a Stone of Jordan, and then it's always gonna be a Manald Heal because fuck you. Now, this feeling would be taken away if it drops identified, because you'd instantly see a Manald Heal dropped or a Stone of Jordan dropped, right? So, I mean, in one way, it will remove the I got a ring and it's garbage, but it will also take away the I got a ring and it was finally a Stone of Jordan. Failed, just rare and below. Oh, okay. I mean, I can see that, I guess. I mean, that doesn't sound bad. I mean, I wouldn't personally have anything against that either. It's just the with uniques, especially things like rings and amulet that have so many different ones that they can be, I like identifying them. Like, I am this type of masochist. I like getting my 200th Manald Heal and crying in a corner. I don't know, it's a personality flaw, I guess. But no, I mean, like I said, I made items be identified on my own Oro server when they dropped, so because I felt like people were running around and then they had to stop and identify every single item that drops, and it's just so many items to go through, that you spend more time identifying items than playing the game. You could say that this is part of playing the game, okay? You could make this argument. But is it a fun part? Like, here's the thing, just because something has been doesn't mean it's a good idea. And I guess that is where I arrived at on my server on RO, where I just kind of went, you know what? I think if people just drop the items identified, it doesn't actually take away from the game. It might make more, because a lot of people would end up just selling everything to the NPC without even identifying them because it took too long or something. So I kind of, I don't know, it just ended up as a way to, yeah, I don't know. Most people seem to be positive about that change though. Angry Student Puriel, holy shit. And Infinite Edgar as well.
And guess who got it?
Oh, of course it's Laxa, right? Of course. Every time, dude. Dude has been inactive for like a while now. We haven't seen anything from him. Comes back, gets a Student Puriel card.
No. So after Rift,
I'm not even mad. Like,
casually and got Demon God.
oh yeah, he got that one as well,
Next
right?
day.
Oh,
The next day, the Rifts were gone.
I mean, the
He's
dude
been
is
off
just.
the game for a week and casually dropped in a pixel today.
That's what I'm saying. Like, dude just randomly comes back. Time for MVP kill. Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
I didn't even
I told
think.
him, I hate you. Congrats, but I hate you.
Like, no offense, but fuck you. No, but good for him. You know, to be fair though, the dude MVP's 40 hours a day. He deserves his drops.
Yeah.
But yeah, damn, that's him as well. Like, rich get richer, bro. Like, I mean, you did drop. You said you got High Wizard Catherine, and now you got Sniper. No, not Sniper.
I
High
got
Priest.
last week.
It's
High
like
Wiz.
one MVP card a week. How is this not? And they're tier 3s, and they're great cards. Most
I mean,
people
yes,
would be
not
love
usable
it.
for me, but yes.
You can trade it to somebody. I don't know. You can give it to me if you don't want it.
I never said I didn't want it. I said it's not usable.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't
And
it
you
be
already
usable?
have one, so.
You know you can use it for Numa. Mhm.
What's the point?
What do you mean, what's the
On a
point?
character that will die one shot either way?
Well, Numa makes you immune to damage, so if you use Numa, you don't take damage and you don't die.
I
Right?
mean, yes, but
Right.
it's a space on a headgear that I'm using.
Headgear is like the
something
least
actually-
occupied space in the game. You have 9 slots in headgear. Or 8,
No, we
7.
have 7.
Right. Ideally, you're gonna have 9. The point is you still have 7, which is still 2.5 times more than any other slot.
Yeah, but the cards I'm using are for damage. so
Yeah,
it's
but I
not
need damage. How
usable.
much damage do you do if you're dead?
I mean, nothing, but I can rest myself basically immediately.
Yeah, and then you lose DPS because by the time you've rest and rebuffed and started DPSing again, you could have saved that death if you had a Numa.
No. My DPS don't go down that much without buffs.
Really?
I mean, it does, but not that much. I'm still doing quite.
So you're telling
enough
me
damage.
Lethal Clarity, Calamity Gale, and Sharpened Senses don't increase your DPS by a lot?
I'm using the druid, right?
I thought you were on your Windhawk.
Because the druid makes more damage than my Windhawk.
No, not this again.
We had this conversation already.
God, you're like mid DPS. Mudumage.
So I will use druid until it gets murdered, so I can go back to Windhawk and being the best.
I mean, alright, okay.
I mean, it makes sense, no?
You played the game. I mean, technically, those buffs are still a thing, Stormhold. There's just more buffs now as well. But I mean, it's not like those buffs don't exist, because they do. Blessing, Agility, and Angelus are still great buffs. I'm gonna be honest with you, they're still good buffs. They're very solid.
Angelus by itself gives 100%, well, 10% reduced damage to all classes.
War good, boobs. War bad, boobs good. Without freedom of speech, we
Yeah.
would not know who the idiots are. I mean, oh, Stormhold, you are Stormhold in Discord. Oh, my brain did not make this jump.
Told you like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, did you see what I did earlier when I was gonna go and empty my bottle as well?
No.
So my brain decided to just be like, I'm not gonna work anymore, okay? So what ended up happening, I had a drink that I had a little bit left on, okay? Like maybe,
Okay.
a sip. And I was gonna go and put it in the recycling. Right? I read skill calc on your server. Anyways, and what I was gonna do is I was gonna empty the bottle in the sink and then throw the bottle into the recycling. Now, what ended up happening was I emptied the bottle in the recycling and threw it into the sink.
There's no way.
Oh no, there's definitely a way. And I'm just like, roses are red, violets are blue. Nina's brain encountered an error on line 42. I stood there for a
You got
second.
blue screen. You
Yeah,
got
and
a
I
blue
just
screen.
I just stood there for a second going, wait. Right, fuck. Like I literally just like, well, this sucks.
Is ISO doing madness?
I don't know
No,
who's asking. He's in
I'm-
here.
I'm currently playing.
At
I'm currently
Stormhold,
witching.
the skill calc is not a thing on the server anymore because everybody is gonna have all the skills in their entire tree. So you should look at the class. Wait. What was this? Hang on. Chance to. Oh, but it has no ED. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So if you look at the skills in the class, I don't know what they're called, ISO, where you can see the class section on the wiki or whatever.
I
Calculator?
just have to update.
Yeah, not the calculator. The calculator is completely out of date. I'm not talking about the calculator. I'm talking about the other one, the one that ISO is doing now instead of the calculator. Since we changed the system so you were able to pick up all of your skills in each tree.
The skill page is still in needs
Shambles.
to be updated. No, it needs to be updated. So just doing basic classes, updating, and after this, I think the shrinkage of the expanded classes is also almost everything done.
I mean, I just did Gunslinger Rebellion and Night Watch yesterday, so I will be sending you that as well eventually.
Can wait.
I mean,
Need to do
I just
other
send it. You just
stuff.
do it whenever you can and want to.
Okay.
It's I'm not gulagging you. You do whatever you want when you want it.
Oh no, go to the gulag.
Ah yes. Doesn't get paid. Go gulagging. Let's go.
Yeah, go to the
Paid?
gulag.
What do you think this is? Communism? You want money? Back in my day, I was writing 5 wikis at once, and I was only 8 years old.
Yeah.
If I wanted to learn calculus from milk cartons,
You a JJ?
I learned to
Went
play
to
instruments
school
from the
while-
McDonald's
while
jingle.
Blizzard
Hmm?
and meteors strikes.
Hell yeah. But yeah, anyway, Stormhold, if you want a more accurate look at the skill, the class section for skills, there you can see what each skill does now instead.
Oh, you're making a class section on the wiki?
I have no words for you. It's only been there for years.
Wait, what?
Bro, go to the wiki right now.
Let me check.
I can't even. Like, I can't even with
Like
you.
for real?
Yeah.
Do I sound like I'm joking?
Yes,
it
you
just
always
needs
sound
to
like
be
you're joking.
updated.
And then you go under seasonal
even-
events. There's an entire tree
Because-
with all the classes.
Because even when you're being serious, you sound exactly the same.
I know it's
And then you
great. No, but anyways, if you go to where events are listed on the wiki, under that, there's one for classes.
Oh, that.
Yes. Which will have updated descriptions whenever you whip ISO into the... No. But ISO is doing it as fast as he...
I saw that
can.
already. I saw it. I thought it was something.
That is something. What do you mean? What? I don't... That's
I
like
said
the
I thought
completely
it was
updated skills.
else.
I don't know how much he has had time to do, but ideally they will be the same as in-game. Whenever they're finished. They will be the same as in-game.
Winghawk is done.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Well,
much he has done because I don't really micromanage, I just send it to him and then he does whatever he does when he does it. So,
Yeah,
Hey, I
well,
don't-
is done.
I don't
think does it
micromanage, so-
alphabetically, so
Oh no, it's
more
not.
like
It's not.
Archbishop, then Acolyte, then Archmage.
Archmage is the most important one.
Yeah, I know.
Archmage
Not
Master
even-
Race. It even starts with an A, so it has to be best.
Yeah.
Everything
like
good
ass.
starts with A. Like Ananas, Archmage,
Arch.
Anal, yeah. A
Nina-
money,
Nina with
A
Nina
blowjob,
will adjust. every class
adjustments, right? See?
Just
She will adjust every other class except Archmage.
Dude,
It
I
will be
already
an
nerfed
Archmage.
Archmage into the fucking ground.
It will be Archmage. It will be an Archmage server without auto loot,
According
so
to
that
some
will be
people,
fun
it
to
already
watch.
is, even though the class got adjusted into oblivion.
Yeah, it's still strong. I mean, it's still the best damage dealer on Magic.
It's like one of the few damage dealers on Magic side. I
It's
mean,
the
you have
only one.
Elemental Master, which lags behind a lot. Because it's, well, partly because of how it's working at the moment, and partly because it's utility support as well. Looking at other damage dealers, hang on, let's see what other damage dealers are actually. Hang on, if we go to tools and we go to skill simulator, hang on, let's see here. Dragon Knights, they have a magic damage, but they're also part tanks.
They don't count.
Kuvea, but they're also part super. Like most, there's no. Okay, there's the Hyper Adventurer, sort of, or the Ninja. Ninja is pure magic damage as well. They have a pure magic damage side.
Yeah, but as far as I know, the Magic Ninja, it's a meme.
Really? I thought it was the melee one that was. I have no idea. I just.
No, it's the other way around. So it's the melee one that it's good.
Because
I
I mean,
guess,
I've
yeah.
looked at the damage skills and they look pretty strong, to be honest. But I haven't played it, so I don't know. Then there's Druid. Okay.
Druid is
also
bad.
nice.
Right?
I mean, I have a magic druid. I think they're fantastic. People are, oh, they suck and stuff because you have to change stances. I'm like, oh no, I have to press buttons to do stuff. Imagine
I like
that.
to press the button and kill everything in the screen.
Yeah, I am still considering
So
doing the
that's-
adjustment to.
That's why you go to Archmage, because you press a button and everything dies.
But that's not true though. I mean,
Yes.
I am still considering doing the adjustment to ranged physical for Leech as well that I did for Magic. Because it was pointed out to me and I completely didn't even think about that. Ranged physical is getting the both of both worlds. They have a huge AoE usually, they have max range, and they benefit 100% from Leech. So, I might give them the same cut as Magic, we'll see. Because ranged aren't
Is
supposed
it
to be...
possible?
Hmm?
Is it possible to separate physical range?
Oh yeah,
Physical-
definitely, of course, of course.
Okay, time to go to the class.
RIP range DPS, it was a good run.
Rape range, whatever round.
Oh lord.
I mean, Dracula, it's insane in any way.
Even on a one-handed as a magic class, Dracula is fantastic, okay? I'm just telling you, even with, in the worst possible form, being one-handed and on a magic class, Dracula is super good. I mean, imagine before I fixed it, when it was borked and did 10 times the amount it should. Like, what was that? 2 months ago now, or a month and a half? When I did the fix for that?
Like
'Cause
a month.
it was leeching for like 10 times the amount it should have. Which was, obviously not
So I'm
intended.
using it on a 200 hand weapon, and it's really good.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is also, people go like, oh, it's so OP. Well, I mean, not really, because one, it's an MVP card, okay, and two, it will eat a weapon slot. Now, if this was like accessory, yeah, that would be insanely overpowered. But it's a weapon slot, meaning you have to give up something else that increases your damage by a lot usually. So, I honestly don't think it's in a OP or bad spot. Is it strong? Yes, it's strong, but is it super OP? I honestly don't think so. Because, like I just explained, you know, it is in a weapon slot, right? So... Wait, when did you get Dracula?
I got a Drake on the.
Oh, and you traded it for Dracula. Okay. Oh, I remember that. You told me about that, I think, actually. Alright, cool. I just did, in my brain, I just didn't remember, but it's fine. I wish I had a Dracula. To be wealthy like you guys. I'm still contemplating trading with Moomin, because I want his Sorcerer Celia card. I want to use an elemental on my archery. The problem is the elementals won't really do much for me since I'm ghost and undead build now. Sorry, ghost and shadow build. Now, back when I was the 4 elements, it would, but it's not gonna do much for me as a ghost shadow build because there isn't really an elemental that helps ghost and shadow magic. I mean, it does give some other cool stuff, I guess. But... I wonder if we got Infinite Edgar. Was that also in Madness?
I guess.
I feel like I should do a Grail on Diablo 1. Imagine how long that would take. I don't know. This is definitely my last Grail on Diablo 2 though. Then I've done 4. I don't think I will have it in me to do another one. As fun as Diablo 2 is.
I've done 202 floors so far.
Holy crap.
I have to do 488. So I can pass Doc's record.
Damn. I mean, yeah, alright, enjoy. Just stay in there the whole weekend until Monday and see how many floors you can reach.
I mean, I have things to do on the...
I just AFK in the rift, in Madness, just keep going. Or write down how
Because
many
I
and
would-
then just see how many you did in the whole weekend. I mean, it's kind of silly, but you know, just it would be funny to know how many you actually did. How many did I did all of them? All you like you've run out of floors. There's no more. No
How
more.
many you did? Yes.
Like Chuck Norris,
Imagine
how
you
many
get at some
push-ups?
point and instead of giving you the floor number, it's provides a message that it says like you keep going.
It should be like it caps out, so it just says N/A. It's just.
I have to do that. thing.
Anyway,
I mean,
That's
technically
it.
this could happen, but you would have to reach. Hang on.
Yeah.
2.147 billion. Which seems unlikely. I don't mean to be like that, but that seems very unlikely.
yeah, no one has that much.
I mean, even if you did 1 per second, which is, I mean, hang on.
I'll be gone for now. Doing dead things.
Bye, ISO.
Bye. Good
Have a
night.
good one.
A good weekend. Good.
You too.
Hey. Hey.
Okay, so this would take you 24,305 days if you do if you do one riff, if you do 1 floor per second. And how many years is that? This would be 66 years! If you did 1 per second every second for 66 years. Now, assuming you would need at least 10 seconds, that would be 660 years. Yeah, that seems reasonable. You can do it. I believe in you. Not even with GM powers would this technically be possible. Just because you would need more than 1 second per floor. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't mean to, you know, be that person, but I don't see it. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't have faith in you. I just the math isn't really on your side here.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
So, but it would be fun to see how many you actually did. Like, even if it
I'm not
isn't
gonna do that much.
2.1
It's-
billion.
To whatever number I get today, because tomorrow and Sunday I will be not playing, and the event it's just for the weekend.
Yeah, it ends on Monday's maintenance, whenever the hell that is.
Yeah.
So probably Monday
Yeah.
afternoon, Monday evening, right? Like, it's not 0001, you know, it's just whenever
Not gonna
I do the
happen.
maintenance on Monday, it will end. So, whenever that is. But it will be on Monday, yes. So it's like a 72-hour weekend mini-event type of deal.
Lindo.
God, I always lose track of my phone. I don't know why. I guess because I don't have phone addiction. I just put it somewhere and then I forget about it.
I mean, that's good.
I mean, not really if I need it. I mean, it's just... But yeah, it's just one of those things. I know they're like... Remember, I think we had this discussion when I said I don't even bring my phone with me when I go outside sometimes. So I just don't bother.
The Keely Airport. No, sir.
Huh? What?
Philadelphia? What?
What are you talking about?
I know I'm doing something from work.
I kind of assumed because it made no sense for our discussion whatsoever.
Oh.
Doop-a-doo. It doesn't feel like it's Friday today.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Feels like it's like Sunday or Monday somewhere. I don't know why.
Been a weird week.
Probably.
I did. It's 7 hours. Jesus.
7 hours?
Yeah, I'm talking about flights. Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, new item. Demoked Hue. Nice. Like the third new item this stream. Mhm. Demon Skiller. Hello. Oh.
Ah.
I feel like this Grand Charm. This 31 life and 28 lightning resistance while it is bad. We have like 247%, so I feel like we're fine. Anthony.
It's 9 p.m.
Huh? What? You're not making any sense.
I'm doing something from work.
But you're still not making sense.
Yeah, I'm just viewing flight options for my.
It's not a necromancer, it's a warlock or a warlock, whichever you wanna. How are you doing today? Tired as fuck. Yeah, no, I can. Friday evening is usually tired territory for most people. Understandable. At least we have Saturday and Sunday off now. So, make sure to do fun things then, right? You know, relax, you know, have some good food, cocaine hookers, that sort of thing, right? Depending on your budget, I guess. No, but make sure you get plenty of rest and eat good food, you know, during the weekend. I mean, if you're into cocaine and hookers, that's on you. Oh, a new item. No. Fuck, we already had this one. I thought this was a new item. It's nice to see you, though. I'm starting to hear you're tired, but, you know, end of the week type of deal. Grim one. Just... Charge bolt mobs. I still have nightmares of those. Oh yeah, Rakanishu, man. When you're low level, yeah, I'm just gonna go and poke him. What the f... Yeah, he was scary. No, I completely feel those PTSDs, honestly. Like, I get it. Let's see, was this a new item or not? No, it wasn't. Later. Oh, yeah, no, lightning enchants can be really painful as well. Like,
Ready? Um,
hmm? So do you have any plans for the weekend then? Like anything
Me?
fun? No, I'm talking to on stream.
oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
No, you're not excused. You are not
Okay, bye.
forgiven or something, I don't know. Gaming some crap away. I'm happy. Well, no, I get that. I'm just saying if you might have planned to do something that you do enjoy doing, you know, like, you know, meeting up with friends or, you know, doing some activity that you like to do. Like, you know, people go hiking or rock climbing or archery or I don't know, people do all kinds of things. Lazy bumpkin prison. So, oh, that's fine though. Doesn't make you lazy. Like, at least I don't think so. If you've been busy all week, kicking back and doing nothing doesn't make you lazy.
So, yeah. I know.
I don't know, do you consider yourself to be lazy because you're not doing anything right now?
Late at night.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to book a flight. That's what I'm doing.
You're trying
I'm
to book a
thinking out
flight.
loud.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, alright. Where are you flying to?
No, I'm not flying. It's my
I'm lazy, I
executive.
just do things when I have to. I mean, to be fair though, it's your life and you have the right to spend it doing whatever you want. Oh, I mean, okay, to a degree. Right? Like, there's obviously, we have responsibilities and stuff like that, right? So, one thing that is ironic though is that we spend our lives working, so we don't have to work. It's kind of odd to think about it. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, the thing is, right, so not wanting to waste the time you have isn't really weird. I mean, that sounds pretty sound logically to me. I mean, most people will not work because they want to, they work because they have to. Now, obviously, some people love their jobs, and then some people are workaholics, and, you know, stuff like that. But the majority of people work to survive, basically. So, no, I get it. You know, wanting to... In a perfect utopia, your time would be your own from birth till death. That's not the world we live in. I'm just saying, you know, that would be ideal. Okay. Here's a question for you. If you could do anything you wanted to in the world, let's say money is no object, you can do anything you want, what would you do? Literally anything, sky's the limit. Like, what would you do? If your time was your own, completely, what would you do in life? I mean, I know it's make-believe because it's not how reality works.
We're back.
I'm curious, what would you do? I mean, just imagine that money and, like, you can literally do anything you want. Throw it at another attempt to fix our many social issues. Okay. I'm just curious. Okay, let's go one step further into this. What would you fix? And let's say you had omnipotent power. You have all the money in the world, you have complete autonomy, you can change anything you want. What would you change? Like, straight off the bat, what would you change? I know it's a make-believe topic, but it's interesting. It's a broad thing. You'd have to. Well, I mean, of course, I'm not expecting you to have some insanely good answer to this. I'm just curious what pops into your mind. If somebody handed you complete autonomy, all the money in the world, the power to do anything you wanted to, how would you change mankind's social structure or way of life in general? You could literally do anything with the snap of a finger. Get rid of money, ownership concepts, incentivize caring you and the people around you. Other than that, I mean, as good answer as any, honestly. It's just an interesting philosophical question, really. If you had a possibility to change anything, what would it be? And it becomes harder the more you think about it, because first people say something like, cure all diseases, or everybody has a good quality of life. Okay, but is that it? Is there more? Is there less? How would you achieve this? I'm not saying those aren't good responses or valid responses, of course, but it is a really hard question. It's just... realistically, you're never gonna be in this situation anyway, but it's still interesting to think about. Now here's the thing though, like let's say you would do something like everybody gets a ton of money, just for example. What's going to end up happening eventually is that we're going to end up in the same place we are now. And if you remove money, it's still going to end up in the same way we are now, except with whatever become the new money, right? You know, if it's trading furs or whatever you can amass, people would end up trying to mass gather, basically. In my opinion. I don't know, I mean, like I said, it's not like I'm the epitome of, you know, and I'm correct or anything like that. I'm just, in my belief, I don't see it would... Short term it would fix things, right? But... Oh no, definitely. I'm not saying it couldn't be better, it would absolutely be better. But it would slowly devolve back into that. Or, you know, it might take a while, but it would probably end up there anyway. That's not to say it's not worth trying, of course it is. It's always worth trying. I think it's probably our flaws as human beings, right? Like, that's the thing. I think our biggest problem is that we aren't evolved enough to have a nice society. Like, I honestly feel like, so a lot of people, they say shit like, oh, you believe in aliens and little green men. No, I mean, do I believe in aliens as it were? Yes, but little green men, no. It's probably like species that have evolved just like us, but I'm willing to bet that there are species that are way past us in terms of progression, like in technology, in living standards, in the way. Because if you think about humans, all that we have achieved, okay, we have achieved a ton. We have done great things. However, imagine all the money, time, and effort that is put into making weapons, okay, to out-weapon each other. If all of that was gone, and all countries on the planet worked together instead of against each other, the idea what we could achieve is, I don't even know where to begin. Like, obviously this will never happen. Again, this is one of the things, right? But I do believe there's probably a race out there on a planet we don't know about or whatever that has this. Yeah, no, that's. I'm sure that there are societies that have evolved far beyond this type of bullshit. That has probably been where we are, but surpassed it. I'm willing to bet that that's a thing. There's probably societies that are worse off than us as well. Because if there's better societies than us, there has to be worse ones as well. If one exists, so will the other, most likely. And we're probably somewhere in the middle. I highly doubt we're the worst one, but we're far from the best one either. See, what I don't get, though, is... Here's the thing about, like, politicians and leaders. Why do we let them control us the way we do? Think about it. Billions of people have their lives flipped upside down by a handful or a few, a group of people. Why are we letting this?
Because as a society, we're required to have someone in power.
Yeah, but that's still my point. I'm not talking about people who have it a bit worse or aren't rich. I'm talking about when the big masses, you look at what happened in France, okay? I'm just making a point. How is this not being repeated in many other places where people are literally starving to death? Like, actually, I'm not talking about people who has it worse off, but literally people are dying. Why aren't more people making rebellions against this? That's what I'm wondering. I'm not talking about if the taxes go up a little bit and people hate it. No, I don't mean that. I mean, there's many places on the planet with huge populations.
Because there has to be a balance.
Yeah, but that isn't the balance. That I cannot.
It is.
No.
Well, it is the balance because it maintains some people in check.
Yeah, but it's still the point that I wonder why there aren't more uprisings. Would you watch your child starve to death instead of doing something?
I mean, I will have to do something, but that's my decision.
Yes, but everybody who is a parent. Okay, not everybody. There are some people who literally don't give a fuck about their kids. But most parents,
Yep.
okay? Most parents will react when their children are hurt, okay? My point is, what if an entire country is filled with people where people's children are hurt, people's siblings, people's parents, whatever? Why isn't more things happening? I'm not inciting riots here. I'm just wondering
That's
why people.
the reason why people migrate, I guess.
Yeah, but just migrating isn't solving the problem. It's like you're moving the piece from
Yes.
one place on the board to another. It doesn't solve anything.
It is. You are moving to somewhere else to.
Yeah, but yeah, just like what Rika is saying here, like, this isn't exactly a one-country situation either.
I
Yeah,
know.
some places
I
are
know.
better than others, okay? No arguments there. But many are pretty shit in general. Like, it's not one. If it was one country, we could all just avoid the shit out of it and go live somewhere else, but that's not the case, right? Like, this is a global issue where people are struggling and suffering. That's what I don't get. And again, I'm not inciting people into riots. I'm just curious why more things like this isn't happening. If I was a parent and my child was starving like that, oh, we got a new item, by the way. Jalal's main. I would raise hell, I'll tell you that. I just... Here's the thing, so people fear politicians and leaders, but who protects these people? The people do. Like, the people are the ones who act as police, military, whatever. But as long as you keep those people on your side, but until you don't, then you're screwed, basically.
Well, yeah.
So that's I don't get why this doesn't happen more. Again, not inciting riots here or telling people to, you know, do like coup d'etats or cut the heads off other people. That's
Because it's the status quo. So we go back again that we have a society at the way that it is. That doesn't work.
Yeah, but why do people just blindly accept this? That's what I don't understand.
Because the majority it's not having that issue. Even on countries where everything is as there are people that it's
every soldier
fine.
in Elk are much worse off than the politicians. Yeah, see, exactly. That's my point. Even the soldiers who are protecting these quotation mark monsters. I don't get why you would still defend these people. If you're like, I get it if somebody's corrupt and they're being paid a lot of money to keep people safe, okay? Like, let's say you are a soldier of fortune, okay? Like, you're a mercenary, and you get paid by corrupt politicians to keep them safe. Okay, I get it. I don't like it, but I understand it, okay? Like, you know, people are paying you a ton of money, and you're taking their money, and you're keeping them safe. I get that. What I don't get is the common person isn't more, I'm not gonna say upset, that's not the right word, isn't enraged enough to take action against all of this. Like, it just...
It's either because they can or they don't.
But everybody has the power. Like, here's the thing. The people shouldn't fear its government. The government should fear its people. Like that, the government
that doesn't
exists
work,
to say... What? I'm sorry?
That doesn't work that way everywhere.
No, I'm just... With billions of people on the planet, and I mean, we can all agree, 95% of humanity are not rich, okay? Like, that's basic numbers, okay? 9 out of 10 people aren't rich. They might not be starving to death, but they're absolutely not rich. Now, why are people just blindly accepting this paradigm where some people are just gonna have it all and do whatever the fuck they want? It's so
Because
absurd to me.
So that's the thing. So if you ask me, so I'm not against rich people because normally rich people like work for what they have.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Except
fine. Look,
in a
people.
specific. No, wait. Except in a specific scenarios where it's, I don't know,
Usually,
like
people.
sun or
So
whatever.
there is this thing that says that people who are rich, they earn their wealth, and you know, blah blah blah. Okay, and this is probably true in some cases, but there's a lot of people who are making a lot of money out of other people suffering. Okay, and this shit,
Define
I don't
suffering.
get why people accept. Like, it is the way it is. Like, there's nothing you can do. apparently.
Yeah, but suffering in what way?
They can't afford food, they can't afford healthcare, they barely have anywhere to sleep. Like,
No. But you say getting rich on behalf or
yeah, okay. Take an example.
people suffering.
Executives of
What?
BlackRock in the US, they're buying up properties so they then can rent them to insane prices that people cannot afford, meaning it leads to a huge shortage of places to live. They're literally making fat stacks of cash out of people. Basically, you have to go into debt or even like work your ass off to even afford somewhere to sleep because of this. Like, that's just one out of many, many examples, right?
But there are other cases where that people provides a job.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it's not the point, though. The point is still, this is purely for profit, literally. BlackRock were already one of the wealthiest investment groups around, and they still decided to go in and do this to make even more money. Like, it's literally just to have more and to, you know, and who ends up suffering? The normal people, like normal person. Because guess what? You want to move out? Oh look, renting a 1-bedroom flat now costs 3 or 4 times as much as it did last year. Because fuck you. Like, it's just, there's a lot of stuff like that. And yeah, Rick also brought up like increasing prices of food to get more profits. Literally. They're already making record profits and they still increase prices even more. Not because they have more expenses. No, it's just to make even more profits. Which ends up people not being able to afford food. Like, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. As much as I think Bezos is ridiculous, Amazon employs hundreds of thousands or even millions of people, okay? As bullshit as his company is in general for many other reasons, he's not the one I'm actually referring to here. I'm talking about these other things that are literally destroying normal people's lives just to make even more money. That's what I'm talking about, and people just... I'm not gonna say accepting this, but...
Yeah, but again, you have to define what in with normal people. It depends on
average
where the
working
house
person.
Is.
Your average
wait.
working person. That's the normal person.
Let me finish.
Okay.
So, because depending on where the house is, that will depend on the price, right?
Sure. But
depend on the type of the house, that will depend on the price.
Yeah, no, but the point I'm trying to make here is we're not even talking about houses. We're talking about small 1-bedroom apartments that are not even affordable when you work full-time anymore. Like, that's literally where it's gone. Imagine you work full-time.
Yeah, but there is a lot of factors that you're not taking into consideration.
I'm sure there's other factors that explain this as well, but this was just one example of stuff like this happening just to make money. There was no need for this to happen. They literally just do it just to make money.
Yeah, but I mean, if you were a person who has a company or whatever, and profit, you will have to do profit in any possible way.
Sure. Like, making profits, I get that. Corporations are trying to make money. I get that. But they're literally something as sacred as people having food or somewhere to live just to make even more profit. They're really...
I mean, I get that, but again, there are a lot of things that you're not considering that are important as well.
No, I completely agree, Rika. There's a difference between capitalism and, like, end-stage capitalism is literally where we're at. Things... Basically, the world is sort of like Cairo, okay? They just keep inflating the numbers. That's literally what's happening. That's my best analogy of the world's state. It's basically like Cairo. Numbers just keep increasing. But the loot you get at the vendor stays the same. Like, that's literally the best analogy I have. We got 2 new items, Crank the Vomir and Blade Buckle. What?
But do you think giving free house to everybody will fix that problem?
I didn't say that. That's not what I was saying. I was saying
No, no, no,
there
no, no.
should
I'm
be.
just asking.
No, I
And
don't
that you
believe
said
this
that.
as well. However, what I do believe is that certain basic things like housing and food should be regulated more by government. And this is why
By
we
who?
were
By the
saying stuff. No,
government?
no, this is when we were saying stuff before about guardrails. Like there should be, for example, the government put in a price gouging law. You can only, and I think it's still ridiculously high because you're allowed to raise prices no more than 10% every 2 weeks. Like, that is still a lot of price hiking. I mean, before there was no law against any of it at all. You could raise it by 500% if you wanted to. But now it's 10% every 2 weeks, I think, or something, or every week, whatever. The point is, people can just 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%.
But again, so the problem with the government regulating this is that there's no stop on when or how they're gonna regulate it. So we end up being on the same problem that governments like Venezuela, for example.
I didn't say this was a
they
perfect
started-
solution. I just said this would
No, no,
be
no, no, no.
better.
So
if
I'm just
if
trying
you
to-
weren't
I'm
allowed to
just
buy
trying-
up properties for profit, okay?
yeah, but I'm just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, sure.
So the thing is that, as you said, there's no perfect solution.
No, no, of course not. I just feel like there's many
And
things that could be done.
Neither the solution or neither the problem will be solved if you. Or I think it will be even worse if the government.
No, but here's the thing: if you were to make a law, for example, like they did with price gouging in food stores. Now, I do think 10% every week is still way too much, but you know that's for whatever reason this is the number they arrived at. I do think there is room. And look, I'm not, Delulu. I understand how the world works. It's not that at all. I just think we, as a species and as a society, there is definitely a lot of improvements that could be made where people are using the system in a way that benefits, a handful of people and punishes billions. Like, look at insulin, for example. The guy became the most hated person in the US because they basically bought up the patent and then increased the price by like 8,000%. 8,000%! Like, the same insulin costs a few dollars across the border. Meanwhile, it costs like $400-500 in the US at that point. Why? Because profit. Production cost?
Yeah.
Less than $1. Sale cost? $400-500. People died because they couldn't afford insulin. Did you see what I'm saying here? Like, how fucked that is? It's...
Yeah, but that is the thing in the US.
Yeah, no, but that's not just the US. This happens in many places. This was an extreme example, of course. I'm just making
Yeah,
a
but
point
for example,
that...
in Europe, so here as well. So in Europe, you can go to the social security and get your med.
Okay, sure.
In the
but-
US, if you don't have money, you die.
Yeah, but that's...
Or
I mean,
insurance.
look, the US is super bad in terms of this, okay? So that's an extreme example, but the point is still stuff like that should not even be allowed. That's my point here. Should they be allowed to make money on medication? Yeah, I mean, sure, okay, of course, but there should be ceilings and guardrails put in place for certain crucial... Look, I don't care if they charge 10 grand for a PlayStation 5, okay? I really could not care less. Nobody needs a PlayStation 5 to survive, okay? Like, charge whatever the fuck you want for the latest iPhone. I also couldn't give a shit about that. But, again, for things that people actually need to survive. How about the Nestle CEO that took people's water and then sold it back to them, claiming it wasn't a human right for fresh water? Remember him? I mean, it is an absolute fucking disgrace to allow shit like this to even exist. It's not, oh, they were just good with investments. It's fuck you and I'm gonna make money off of you. Like, the water literally belonged to the people who lived there. And then Nestle just decided, you know what, we're gonna open a factory here, and then we're just gonna privatize the water. And then if you want fresh water, you're gonna have to buy it from us in bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, how fucked up is that?
It is fucked up.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying kill capitalism. That's between all the systems, while capitalism is fucked in its own way, it is unfortunately the model that works the most. Having said that, I do believe that certain crucial things, like food, like water, like medication that people need to survive, should absolutely be under some form of protection in terms of laws and how much they're allowed to hike up the prices on these things. 100%. Like, that is my honest opinion. I will see what you just said. Solution, a better solution we have can is like, let's not do anything. What? Because anything privatizers. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying that I have the solutions, because everybody can sit there and say they have the solutions. I do believe that we need to value people being actually able to survive more than what we are. I get it, we're 8 billion people or 9 or whatever, but people dying because you want to make a few extra dollars, that's pretty fucked up. Like,
But I mean, we can go with the same situation in Africa, for example. But there's a problem with the government, and there's people actually dying every day there.
yeah, no, of course. I mean, that's... And it's not like my solution or my ideas would solve the world. Absolutely not. I'm not under any delusions that my ideas would solve everything. I just think there should be things done to protect people from this type of shit. Like, that is my honest opinion. I do believe that, yeah. Will it be perfect? No, but it'll be a hell of a lot better than what we have right now, which is basically nothing. People just pretty much do whatever the fuck they want. Like, that's honestly what it feels like. People can just do whatever they want. If they have enough money, they can literally do anything they want. Which I can't even begin to describe how fucked that is. It's like the laws apply to you if you're poor. Got money? Well, you can do whatever you want. I mean, tell me I'm wrong here. Like, I just... I do feel like people with money play in a different game than the rest of us. Like, that's literally what it feels like. A poor person does something, they go to jail for years. A rich person does the same thing or even worse. They get like some bullshit house arrest or a fine or something. Like, it's just... It is pretty sad. Which is the same, by the way. It's... An example is that female streamer flashed her badge on stream for $500 or whatever it was. Claimed that it was an accident to Twitch when somebody reported her. She got suspended for a weekend. A weekend. If this happened to a non-huge streamer, that's a permaban. You're gone. Bye-bye. Like, that's the type of shit that... Look, if you want to allow nudity on Twitch, okay, go for it. Then we can all be nude on Twitch, I don't care. But the rules should apply the same for everyone. Whether you're rich or poor. Like, that's... But unfortunately, that's not how the world works. But no, Twitch is really bad with this as well. Popular and big streamers get away with all kinds of shit. I mean, I got a warning for nudity because I was in my old flat. When it was 40 degrees, I was streaming without a t-shirt. You couldn't even see below the shoulders. But apparently this was nudity and I got a warning for this. Meanwhile, she flashed her badge on stream in front of thousands of people and she gets suspended for 3 days. Twitch claiming that she loses so much money over these 3 days. While that might be true, But that doesn't really make me feel any better about it. Like, that doesn't really... They're saying the penalty was severe enough because her loss of income over these 3 days. But that's not the point. The point is she blatantly broke the rules on purpose. Like, that is... I mean... But that exactly is the point. Yeah, exactly. If she didn't have thousands of subscribers, if she was a small streamer, let's say she had 5 to 10 viewers and maybe 2 subs, and she did that, 100% she'll be banned. Because that isn't, you know, it's not making a lot of money for Twitch, right? And this isn't like paranoia or being, called, like thinking the world is unfair. The world is unfair, okay? That's literally the point. Like, this isn't exaggeration. It's not, you know, me saying, oh, it's her fault that I'm not bigger on Twitch. Absolutely not. It was just a very good example of how people who have influence or money can get away with whatever. I'm willing to bet if I were to flash my tits on stream, I get permanently banned. 100%. Like,
Probably.
because this would be indecent exposure, and think of the children and, you know, all that, right? Which, by Twitch
Somebody
rules...
think of the children.
Yeah, no, but according to Twitch rules, would make sense. You know, nudity isn't... Like, total nudity is not allowed. Like, you know, according to the rules, anyway. For what it's worth. Now, if I had, say... I don't know, if I had 1,000 times the amount of viewers and subs I have, and I flashed my tits on stream, I'm pretty sure nothing would happen. I might get a warning, or even a fine, or a temporary suspension at worst. Like, I don't have a problem. Look, if Twitch wants to allow nudity, I have no issue with this. But then it should be the same for everyone, right? Like, if you're fine with nudity on Twitch and the rules, okay, go for it. I don't care. Like, but it's just the hypocrisy of whether you're rich or poor or successful or not. Then certain things becomes... It's like the rules don't apply to you if you have enough money. Which is absolute bollocks. Oh yeah, speaking of that, Rika, I've noticed how, like, you know, like, people in possession of child stuff and who have actually been molesting are always politicians. Politicians, leaders, religious sect leaders are also high rankings of these things, right? It's never the random person who works in the supermarket, okay? It's always these politicians or cult leaders or... I mean, one could argue they're the ones you hear about, but... It's just, it's pretty insane. Like... Oh no, honestly, money is such a depressing topic. I mean, I've had a lot of money and I've had no money, and honestly, yeah, money is convenient. But, and I'm gonna say the cliche, money doesn't buy happiness. Now, before anybody will say anything here, I'm just... When I said I've had a lot of money, it doesn't mean I've been like a billionaire or something, okay? But I had more money than I knew what to do with. Okay, to me, that was pretty rich at that time. I could just basically buy anything I wanted with not like a yacht or a private plane or anything, but otherwise, right? And I was still miserable as a person. Because, yeah, I had money, but... Yeah, it is. I was gonna get to that, Rika, but not having to worry about paying your bills. Like, money will increase your quality of life and your overall happiness to a certain degree. That is what I was going to get to. There is a plateau where if you reach this plateau financially, it will improve your happiness, your quality of life, and so forth on average. Because if you go from having, say, you can't pay your bills every month, okay, you take a deficit and you go into debt every month, and then all of a sudden you're now able to pay off all your debts and you can eat good and you can even save some money every month. Even if that's not a huge amount of money difference, the mental change in this is huge. And then if you gain a little bit more, you're able to take nice vacations and, you know, save for your children or even buy a house. Like, money does improve happiness to a point. But there is literally no difference between that point and if you have 5 times that. Because it doesn't change, like, at a certain point, which is still a very reasonable point, money stops improving your life. Yeah, okay, you can afford cocaine and hookers or whatever, right? Like, but that doesn't really make you happy, okay? But yeah, there's a huge... No, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that, but I get it. Like, I just try to enjoy my time in life as much as I can, right? Like, I would like to travel a little bit when my health allows it, and if I can, you know, maybe work a little bit and make some more money and I can see some places that I want to see. But I don't need to be rich to do this, okay? This isn't some unreachable goal that you need hundreds of millions of dollars to do. I need to improve my health a little bit and maybe save up a few thousand, right? And then I could travel. I mean, maybe not around the whole world, but I could travel to a place I would want to go. You don't need to be rich to do this, right? Like, it's such a reasonable goal, right? For example, say I want to see the ancient stuff in Japan, okay? Now, making a trip to Japan isn't cheap, but you don't need to be rich to do it, right? Like, you just save up a little bit here and there if you're able to get some extra money, and eventually you'll be able to go. Like, it isn't unreachable. Now, if I said I want to buy Las Vegas, okay, like, that's fucked, okay? That's never happening, obviously. I don't know why I would want to, but, yeah. Exactly, and this is a very reasonable amount of money to save up over time as a person. Especially since I don't have kids, right? So, you know, if I had kids, it would be a lot more expensive. I'm just saying, like, people seem to think you need to be rich, that you really don't. You do need a certain...
You know that it's cheaper to go to Osaka, Tokyo, and not the other name.
Sorry, it's cheaper
Japan
to go to Osaka
Disney for a week.
than to do what?
You know that it's cheaper to go to Japan, to 3 cities on Japan, than going to Disney
I mean, probably.
for a week.
I mean,
For a week.
I feel like Disney World is such a like a fucking trap anyway. It's just a what's it called? Like not a parent trap. What's the word? Not communist trap. Oh god, what's the word? People who travel. Tourist trap. That's what it's called. The tourist trap. Like, somebody showed a screenshot. Like, hamburger for like one person with fries and stuff was like $100. It's just like, what the fuck? But my last 3-city trip was like 10k. Yeah, but even so, okay, that's still an amount you could save up over even a few years or even a few months or whatever, depending on your income or budget or whatever. Like, you don't need to have like amount of millions to be able to travel. We do live in a place where we are a bit fortunate compared to our parents and our like grandparents, because traveling for them was much harder than it is today. So for as much shit as I give today's society, which, you know, I feel like it's justified, we do have some very nice capabilities of travel. Like, traveling is surprisingly easy in today's world. I mean, there isn't much that is, but traveling isn't actually too hard. Like, you can just... I've seen people who travel by plane to work and back every day. I'm not even kidding. Like, I actually know somebody who flew to work and back every day. That's the point we've reached, right? Like, it's...
Because they have to?
Well, I mean... They were working, they literally worked in another country, so they literally got on the plane in their jammies sometimes. Right? It's just...
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's just because the amount they were making versus the cost of traveling, they made so much more working in this other country, so the time and money it cost to travel there was well worth it. Like that's the point, right? Like their salary was like triple or quadruple in this other country, so it made sense. It's an insane thing to say, but that was the situation basically. The point is still, flights were so cheap and convenient, right? Yeah, no, there's that. They could buy houses, you know, there's... That's... Well, some things have gotten a lot better, a lot of things have gotten a lot worse. I'm not denying this, I'm just saying when it comes to the travel part, that part has gotten better. Because it's cheaper and more accessible to travel. I mean, hell, back in the day, my grandma told me if they were planning a trip, it would be like a 3-month thing, because you would pack large suitcases, and, you know, traveling to another country was a huge deal. Like, it was massive. Now, dude, I can just get on a plane in my jams. Like, it's just... That's the point I was trying to make, right? Like, it's... So there's definitely some good stuff, right? Like, it's not all shit and doom, even if a lot of things are. Ah, new item, Blade Bone. Fuck yeah, we've gotten a lot of new items this stream. Earthshaker. I mean, it's not good, but it's just sad that some things have gotten so much worse. That is... I can only imagine if I had children and then they're gonna grow up and then the world will leave to them. Yeah. Hey, good luck, son. Not to say I wouldn't love to have kids, I really would. It's a scary proposition. Children is, I don't know.
They're fun.
I have, what's the word? I have concerns about the planet we're leaving behind. That is my honest opinion. It's... I don't think it's too late or the planet is doomed forever or whatever, but I definitely feel like we need to... Things kind of need to go in another directions, like, and soon.
I do think we're doomed.
I mean... Okay. That's very possible.
I mean, it is sad, but it's...
But as Vika just pointed out, the
true.
worst part, it's not even that we're underdeveloped. We literally have the tech to make the world an amazing place to live, but we don't.
Yeah, but it's not profitable, so...
I know. Goes back into the bullshit we were talking about before. I'm just
Because
saying...
even the climate change is a good investment.
See, here's my problem with this, okay? And I've discussed this before. So people who say it's not profitable to invest in climate change. Okay, but bro, when the planet becomes uninhabitable and you die, or your legacy dies with you, your kids or your grandkids, because the planet literally is uninhabitable, then what? How good is your money at that point? Like...
But what if it gets fixed? It's no longer profitable either.
But it's not about it being profitable. Something like climate change will affect you no matter how rich you are. Like, that's the point.
I mean, yes, but again, everything is a business. So even
Yeah,
if
but
it gets
that's
fixed,
such an irrational
so
thing to
that's
say.
that's the thing, but it's the truth.
But it's how can you? It's like I'm saying. Okay, imagine if I said like this: I can poison all the water in the world, and nobody has any water left to drink, but I will make billions. Like, okay, I make billions,
It's
but then we all die.
it's very possible that people will do that for money.
Okay, but if you do this and you also die, that's the point I'm trying to get at. You don't get away from
I
this.
mean, sure, but again, it's not the fact that I will do it or not, being the one with the money, that
Yeah, but I'm
people will
talking
do
about
it
the
because
people with the money
it's a
now.
good profit.
If they say it's not a profitable thing, okay, but bro, being able to breathe is pretty valuable. Like, I don't
Yeah,
mean to be that
and
person, right? But
I repeat my question again. If it gets fixed, no longer profitable.
yeah, but what do you mean if it gets fixed, it's no longer profitable? I don't get
So
what
if we fix the climate change,
Yeah,
they say that we are causing it.
yeah, but
Let's say
if
that
you
we
fix,
get, let's say that it gets fixed.
but it's a zero-sum
No,
game.
it's no longer profitable for some people.
But it's a zero-sum game. There's no winning. Here's the thing: no matter how profitable or even how much losses you take, it is a finite situation that you cannot outrun. It doesn't matter what you do. If
I
let's
mean,
just toy with this
technically,
idea. Let's say you
it
make
is fixed. Technically, based on what they say, it's fixable. Technically.
yeah, it might still be fixable. That's not my point. My point is just if you value, I'm not saying you, but like somebody, okay, ends up valuing profits over, oh my god, that's a lot of unique items, ends up valuing profits over helping to fix climate change. You can't win because
Oh, but it's still there's people like that.
yeah, but if you lose, everybody loses. That's the point. If I lose, because
Yeah, but
let's say
they don't care. They just care
let's say
about the
climate
current profit.
change ends up in the situation where the planet becomes too hot and everybody dies. Okay, just but that will affect everyone. You, the person with the money as well. They can't get away
Yeah,
from
but
it.
they're making profit now.
Yeah,
They're
but
not
who fucking
about
cares if
the
you're gonna be
future.
dead?
Again, they don't care either.
Yeah,
That's
but,
my point. That is exactly my point.
yeah, but that is so okay, new item, Moonfall. Yeah, but it's so stupid though. I mean, if I told you, I will give you 10
I agree
billion.
with you, but I agree with you, but again, I insist.
Okay, but if
It
I
is
say
still
to you,
profitable for some.
I will give you 10 billion if I can shoot you in the head. It's essentially the same when all is said and done. You'll have 10 billion, but you won't be alive to spend it. Okay, then what?
I mean, give it to my wife, I guess.
I mean, okay, but what if everybody you ever known or will know is gonna die? Well, I'll give you 10 billion.
Well, then I will not take the chance.
Yeah, but that's exactly what people are doing, though. They will literally choose this 10 billion.
No, because there's no specific date or time on when it's gonna happen. If it happens tomorrow, then okay.
Yeah, but then it's already too
But
late.
again,
That's the point.
so-
People
Yes,
can't
but
just
you're
throw money at it and
you're
fix
not-
it once it's...
again, you're taking this as us, that we are normal people. Those are not normal.
Yeah, no,
You
but
don't
my
care.
point is still, if people say, "Oh well, I will fix it when it's too," like when it has to be fixed, by that time it's gonna be too late anyway. Just then what?
What if it's still too late? This is still an investment for some people.
Yeah, but then
So
it doesn't matter.
think about this. So they say fossil fuels are killing the planet, right?
Ah, yeah.
So they start making electric cars.
Actually, electric cars are also horrible for the planet for other reasons. But
So
anyway, go
that's
on.
even worse because lithium is even
Yeah, no,
worse for
I know the
planet.
science behind it. I'm just making a point here that
So again, so it's an investment. It's a business decision. We like it or not, it's a business decision.
but it's
Wind power is
I'm
who
sorry for saying this,
control
but
this
it's a
shit.
retarded decision. Like
Yeah, but
I'm
it's
sorry
like,
for using
it's
the
not
R
my
word.
decision. It's just
But-
it's just how everything works.
But
right
it
now.
defies any form of logic and reasoning.
People
making
don't care
money
about reason and logic.
And you will just die, and everybody, your kids and everybody you know will die. What's the point of making
Yeah.
money at that point? Why? What's the purpose?
I honestly don't know because I'm not part of that group of people.
Yeah, no, I'm just, it's just me asking this straight out. Like, what would be the point?
Yeah. My answer is
Because
that.
I
don't
would
know.
assume most people who try to make a lot of money will want to leave this money for their wife, their kids, their grandkids, whatever, right? Like, this makes sense. But if...
Yep.
I mean, if there's nobody you can leave it to, because we're all dead. Every one of us. Like, literally everyone. Not just, oh, everyone. No, but actually everyone, because the planet cannot be... You cannot live on the planet anymore. Like, what would be the purpose? You could have 100 billion gazillion, so many digits, it breaks the internet, doesn't matter.
And yes.
You could have all the money in the whole world, but if the planet becomes uninhabitable and we all die, it's completely futile.
Yep.
Again,
But
so
again, they don't care.
it's not like I'm blaming you for this.
I know
I'm
you're
just,
trying. I know you're trying to find the logic. There's no logic.
but I
what
would
it
think,
is.
I would think that the people would have a self-preservation thing, right? If they have that much
Probably.
money, they would put the money to make sure that they're able to survive and stay alive.
They
Like-
do a research to know exactly how to preserve themselves. Probably.
But it... Yeah, but that's the thing, Rika. When it's tangible, it's probably too late already. Research would be like, yeah, sorry,
So
planet...
they have years saying that the world is dying. Everything.
I do understand that people have been saying the world is
So
gonna die next
they are-
year for like, 50,
Yeah,
100
for-
years. I do understand that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying there still is a thing where people are making absolutely ridiculous decisions for short-term money when the planet literally is dying. There's no denying that. I'm not saying it's gonna die in 2 years. I'm just saying people are making financial decisions.
Well, that's the thing. So the planet dying, it's certain. People dying, it's another thing.
I mean, there's also such a thing. There's a mathematical formula for acceptable death numbers per capita in terms of government spending on money, housing, healthcare, stuff
Yep.
like this. It's absolutely insane. And here's the thing. The money that they're talking about, the US is what, $39 trillion in debt. If they can go that much in debt, they can just print out as much as they want anyway. They're already so much in debt, it doesn't really matter at this point, does it? So there's obviously, they can just, if you couldn't go into debt, but apparently this is the thing, right? So if you can go 39 trillion in debt, why can't you go 45 trillion in debt and spend 6 trillion on affordable healthcare? What's the difference? Right? Like,
I don't know how to answer that question.
but there's
honestly.
no logic, right?
So,
Like-
I don't know.
It's just, there's
Yeah,
so
but
many
again,
ridiculous
this
things.
is us talking without having all the numbers.
Obviously, I'm not
I
an
know how to answer.
I'm not an economist, I'm not a world leader, I'm just from the outside it looks absolutely ridiculous. Okay, that's all I'm saying, right?
It
Like
is.
it's
But again, for the government and anything on top of everyone, because I do believe there is a power on top of everyone.
yeah,
like
no, I
managing
know you're a
the
man
world.
of faith, I know. That's
No,
fine.
no, no, no,
that's-
no. I'm not talking about fate. I'm talking about another human being controlling everything.
You mean like the Illuminati, or what are you talking about now?
Yeah. I do believe there's.
You mean
things
like a shadow
those things
government?
exist. Yeah.
Okay. So
More
not
than
like
likely that.
not God,
that
but
things-
like humans that are controlling
No,
stuff.
no. I do believe God exists.
I know,
too.
but
I'm
that's
just
not what you
talking,
meant.
Like on Earth, there's
Okay.
people actually controlling everything.
I mean, I don't have evidence to say there isn't, and I wouldn't be surprised. So I mean, probably. Like that's
Exactly. So, what if everything is part of their plan?
okay, but then my answer would still be: don't these people need the planet to actually still work? Like
Yeah, but the planet is not gonna die. The people on the planet will.
But-
Planet will just.
they will also be the people on the planet, though, right? If they're human
No,
beings.
it's scientifically proven that if humans in today 100 years, the planet will be more
Well,
than
no,
alive.
I mean, I do understand that. That technically the planet would thrive if we weren't here, and if you remove all humans and wait for a bit, the planet will literally reset itself. I do know this and I get it, okay? That's not my point. My point is just, surely if there are people behind the scenes, in charge, whatever, I mean, they also need to ally, unless their ultimate goal is for all of us to die simultaneously. Like, I mean, I'm sure there might be someone with that,
That I'm not sure, probably, yeah.
I mean, so, okay, if there was some form of shadow government and their ultimate goal is to wipe out humanity in whatever way they can, because it's for the greater good of the planet, then I guess they're doing a good job. I don't know, like, that's, if that is the goal, then okay, but I was under, like, it's my fault for assuming.
I don't think that's the goal, but yes.
I'm just saying, if that is the goal,
I think it's the other way around. It's
or to wipe out the majority of people so a few people can stay alive. I mean, that is also a possibility, I guess. If you are, I mean, that, I'm gonna sound like a tinfoil hat, but if you have the select few, listen, if you have the select few able to cause enough people to die, so the world would stop being so chaotic and dying, it would solve the
You know,
problem.
have you ever heard the meaning of Agent of Chaos?
Yes, I have.
Do you think that people exist?
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't. It's...
Yeah, but do you think they are being just sent by other people just to...
Considering the state of the world, I feel like there's way too many things happening in way too many places that doesn't make sense at all from a logical point of view for this to not be the case. Like, you cannot just chalk it all up to stupidity and greed. As much as I would like to, I don't believe that is the single reason why things are as fucked as they are. Like, I honestly don't believe that. Because I don't see it, right? Like, it's... There isn't enough greed and stupidity to be the sole reason for everything that's happening. You can chalk up a lot to greed and stupidity, but at a certain point, you kind of look at it and go, this looks more like this is a planned thing rather than, you know, things that just... Things don't just randomly happen. That's another thing as well. I know people like, oh, that just happens. No, it doesn't just happen.
Oh, no.
Things don't just randomly happen. Like, I'm not gonna bring up 9/11. I'm just gonna make a point here that things that happen around the world don't just randomly happen. Okay, like, there's no way. In many countries, I'm not just talking about the US, just in general, way too many things are, and I sound like the world's like fucking tinfoil hat saying this, but I don't believe that. I have not for 1 second. That things just... It just happens. People have way too much money, power, and influence for things to just randomly happen out of nowhere for no reason. Like, whoops. Yeah, I don't see it. It's, So, you know, as the average Joe, what can we do? Probably not much. Unfortunately. And I mean, that's a sad statement on its own, in a way, right?
It is.
Knowing that shit is happening and there's little... I'm not gonna say nothing, because as a person, as long as you're breathing, you have the capability of doing something, but is that something gonna lead to anything? I'm not talking about chaining yourself to a lamppost or starving or whatever, you know, nothing stupid like this, but what could you actually do that would have an impact, a genuine impact? Like, that would actually change anything. That's why when I say people martyr themselves or die for some random thing, like, bro, in a week, nobody will even remember this. Like, it's so tragic, but true. Because media will just, everybody just moves on with their lives, you know? Yeah, this was very sad, and we're very, you know, this is a tragic loss. And then people move on. That's literally what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, I just... I really wish there was something I could do. I mean, okay, technically, I guess if you were to reach Musk wealth, okay, just theoretically here, if you were to reach his wealth and influence, you might be able to put sway into things. How much, I don't know, but I mean, who's gonna reach that? Like, realistically. Again, we come back to this, is this realistic? And not really. It's a really sad proposition, really. I feel like the best thing you can do at the end of the day, I guess, is to just try to live your life. As sad as this sounds, it's just... I honestly don't know what you could realistically... Just, here's the thing, if you spend your whole life about stuff like this as well, you'll end up dying without having living your life, right? That's my point. You say you spend your whole life to try and unfuck the world, okay? Just hear me out. Which isn't a bad way to spend your life, but you would also miss out on doing all the fun things that you might want to do with your life that you can never get back. But it's also hard to not become misanthropic. Like, it's really... I get it. Like, I don't want to get to that point. Because I've just started having some joy in my life, finally. I feel like I wish I was dumber as a person and just believed that things happen by themselves and the world is the way it is because random stuff, and you know, I would never spend any time thinking about stuff like this, just jolly happy with my life and just, you know, truck on. I feel like having the ability to think makes you more unhappy. Like that is literally... I honestly
I
want...
agree.
No, but like... Oh, you agree? Okay, I thought you were disagreeing. Okay.
I don't know. I agree.
I honestly feel like the
Because
happiest people I
you
know...
understand, you at some point you understand that that nothing you do will change whatever you want.
I will honestly say, and this sounds really sad, the happiest people I know aren't very bright. I mean... No, but it's true, and I mean, that sounds
It is
really...
true. It is true.
Because they really do not spend a second of their day thinking about anything like this. They think about what they're going to eat, and that person they're dating, and
The
having...
other thing, it's not necessarily that they don't think. It's just they don't put that much thought on.
Yeah, no, but
They
I
don't
mean,
care.
I literally think it's the, like, their brain isn't capable of handling such abstract thinking. That it's just...
I'm more like I'm more on the side that they don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but maybe. Like, for
And I could be
whatever
mistaken.
reason.
Could be that they're dumb, but
But that's the thing, right? So, like I said, the happiest people I know are
brightest.
not in Mensa, okay? Which, there's nothing wrong with not being super intelligent. I mean, everybody is needed, but... Oh, this is a new ring. What ring is this? Is this a Stone of Jordan? Opal vein. What the fuck is this ring? It's a very strange ring. This is a new ring. I haven't seen this before. Cast rate enhance damage, all resist, life and mana after each kill. Flame wave when attacking. Interesting. Very fucking weird, but alright. I mean, I'll take it. But no, honestly, like I said, the people seem to be happier the less thought they put into the world. Like, and honestly, good for them. Like, I really wish I didn't... What's the word? I'm not gonna say obsess, but I really wish I wouldn't think about stuff like that because it really just doesn't. It doesn't make me happier. Maybe the key to happiness is just ignorance. Ignorance is bliss, isn't that a saying, right? So maybe that is the key. Maybe these people aren't stupid, they've just come up with the solution. Like, they've literally understood what it takes to be happy. Just lobotomize yourself and you'll be happy, basically. Maybe that is the secret life hack. Yeah. Just like just disconnect from any form of, you know, let the world do whatever the fuck it's going to do and then just focus on your own life. Because I feel like trying to comprehend what's going on and like putting care and thought into it, it just always ends up in the same spot where you realize that you can't really impact it anyway, and it's just God, that is so depressing. Never had this problem back when I was doing drugs. Life was a lot simpler back then. If I can't drink it, eat it, take it, or fuck it, I wasn't interested. Like, oh. Not that it didn't came with its own complications, but like any interest in like politicians or whatever shit the world is doing was like zero. I'm sure the world was probably pretty fucked back then too. You're just unaware of it. Oh, unique amulet. Hello. This new Rhino, yeah, it is PLV. It's really cool. This is it's the latest patch on Whispers of the Valkyries. It's called the Durance of Hate. I really did well with the graphics, don't you think? I know, right? It's very good. It's one of the new bosses, Mephisto. His card is really good. I've never seen it, but I've heard it's great. No, but all jokes aside, though, the Twitch, or is it OBS, always puts me as playing Ragnarok online, no matter what I'm doing. I don't know why, but it just does it. People be like, "You're in the wrong category." I'm like, I said it to Diablo 2, but Twitch is like, "Nah, you're playing Ragnarok." Joalfa, are you still having problems with crashing?
I haven't crashed so far.
So no.
Well, I haven't relog or do anything different.
But you didn't have that problem with crashes.
I did?
Yeah, but after the patch today.
I did.
You did.
Yes, remember I wasn't able to log in, then I tried like 4 times and like the 5th time.
Can you check if you're still crashing? Because I'm talking to the client dev. Log out of your game and try to log in on the characters that crashed you. Like, just exit
I'm
your
in the
game
middle
and
of
then...
madness. But 1 second.
See it as a request as your developer here. This is because I cannot test it because I have no characters that will crash.
Right now.
The PLV, are you still doing your own server on our
My
own?
windhook crashed.
It crashes. Perfect. Okay. I mean, no, perfect. Then you're gonna be the guinea pig for this new fix. Hang on. I'm gonna send you an exe
Let
file.
me check on the druid.
As long as one of them is crashing, it's fine. It means you still have the problem.
And druid crashed.
Perfect. Okay. Let me just finish this, and then I'm gonna end stream, guys. So if you wanna say something to me, you have the next like 2 or 3 minutes before I take down stream. And then I'm gonna do some quick deving with Joe Alpha here, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But I'm gonna see if I can fix the issues with crashes. You can count the seconds, but you don't have to do that. I just meant if there's something that's on your mind or something you want to talk to me about, you know, speak now or wait until next time or Discord or whatever. Wait, was there a new item? No, it's just a pile of gold. Anyways, guys, so I will be calling it here then. Wish you all... We're gonna kill Mephisto one more time now. But then I wish you all a lovely Friday night. I'm sorry it devolved into Illuminati talk and, you know, the hopelessness of the world. I do want to say this, though. I do think people should try and spend their lives to be happy. That wasn't... The intent wasn't... Oh, no, it's fine. I think all topics are good to discuss. I know some people shy away from it. I don't. I love controversial shit. Like, it's... I know it's probably better for your viewer count or whatever to just, you know, do the blue pill thing and just pretend like the world is fantastic. Like... Unfortunately, I have above room temperature IQ, so I cannot do that. I can't pretend. It's like politics and other issues. Like they need to be talked about. You can't just if you stick your head in the sand, the room is still on fire, right? Like it doesn't change because you pretend it isn't there. But yeah, I will say goodnight to everybody. I hope you had fun. You wanna play RO with us? You can find it here. Otherwise, I'll probably be back like tomorrow or something. We'll see. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday. We're gonna do community leveling party, I guess. I would do another movie night, but like it's been like 2 or 3 times in a row now with basically just me. So I'm kind of... Anyways. But yeah, have a fun...
I'm down to do the board movie.
Anyway, we can talk about that later. But anyways, people on stream, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. Much love. And I will see you on Discord or next